Welcome to the channel of A Queen Divine, where messages get delivered right on time. Hello, my beautiful divine butterflies, and welcome back to our channel. I want to pause and take a couple deep breaths. Okay, y'all, I had to calm down a little bit. I don't know why every time I get in front of a camera, I'm a little nervous. Although I've clearly updated, previous videos. I don't know, I just get this nervousness every time I get in front of the camera. But today during meditation, what I was hearing was, why do we protect the monsters? Why do we protect the monsters? And I didn't understand what it meant, but then it was coming to me multiple times where I was in a position to, protect a monster. Is that how I want to say it? Well, yeah, basically I was in a situation to expose a monster, or to not even expose them, but to be honest of a monster. And I chose to protect them instead. And like I said, it's been multiple situations like this. And so I feel pulled to talk about this. This is when I begin certain downloads and certain topics come to me, and then I have visions and the constant thought or examples or just certain things. I am pulled to bring certain messages to y'all. Okay, and so this is how these situations have played out in my life. This is how they played out in my life. So these are just examples, because I like to give y'all examples to better help you understand. Even if you are somebody who was going through this, you're not the only one who has been there and done that. I like to bring up topics and also give examples to better help y'all feel more comfortable with accepting certain things that y'all might have been through or faced, or just anything in general. Just to let y'all know, y'all not the only one. But this is how they played out to me when the visions was coming back to me. So all of the monsters that I have run into, I met them. And when I met them, within the second time or third time of talking to them or being around them, I've seen red flags. I've seen red flags. And because I feel like in a way I've believed that I have to have a man. My family will be complete if I have a man, So anyway, I meet them. When I met them, because this is past tense, but when I have met these monsters, I've seen red flags. I've seen, certain things that rub me the wrong way. And because I've believed that I always would try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I would go against what I've seen by seeing potential in someone that they never earned that potential view for me. Do you get what I'm saying? And I want to say this, a lot of times when we believe that we see potential in someone, it's not really potential that's there. It's you putting yourself in their shoes and knowing what you would do if you were in their shoes. You're basically putting your own potential on someone else. Okay, so anyway, I would meet them. I would see red flags, and I would bypass certain red flags or things that rubbed me the wrong way due to the potential that I would see, due to this vision or this fairy tale image of them that I have built in my head, all because I believe that I need a man to complete my family So if I want this to work, we're going to make it work no matter what. And that was a problem on my behalf. But anyway, so you bypassing the red. I was bypassing red flags. And yes, so because I'm so excited that I have a man, because I'm so excited that I have what I feel is going to complete my family, I'm already telling my friends and I'm already telling my family about this guy. Not about the red flags he showed me, not about the things he did that rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm telling them the visuals and the potential. I'm telling them about this character that I built in my mind. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm telling them about the person I built in my head, the imaginary person I built in my mind. Right? So okay, so now fast forward. Now, while I'm away from my friends and my family and I'm around this person, they're, disrespecting me, treating me bad, cheating, being sneaky, not being honest, acting out, just doing the most for real, like really doing the most, right? And they're doing the most, but you still believe, you made yourself believe, this is my man, we gonna make it through whatever. And you just, you talk to you talk to your friends and your family again and ask you how everything going, you cool, da da. And then your response, because you have already told them about the fairy tale person that you built in your mind, because you have already told them about this imaginary person, while they're asking how everything is going now, and although you have we passed red flags, like it's a whole, everything about this is red. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you in the red zone. But this is your perfect time to speak up and maybe say, like, this ain't right. He doing this. I don't want to be that. But because you feel like you already portrayed him to be this way, you can't speak up on who this person, which acts like a monster. So we're going to call him a monster. But you don't want to, now's the time to speak up. But because you already told him about the imaginary person that you built in your mind, you just continue to act and speak and force them to believe, just as well as you force yourself to believe, that everything is fine and this is how a relationship or love is supposed to be. Right? And then it's like, why do we feel like we have to lie about the type of relationship that we're in? Is it because we're secretively having a best boyfriend or girlfriend competition with our friends or family? Why do we believe that we have to act and fake like a relationship that we're in is good and healthy when we know we're suffering? Like when we know that it's starving you more than it's feeding you. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a random question that just came up. But yeah, so now you, like I said, the relationship at this point is toxic. It's toxic. It's no peace. It's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's toxic. You have done nothing wrong. They might not have done nothing wrong, but it's just they have done something wrong. But people don't know that they've done something wrong because you have dressed them up in sugar and spice and everything nice, basically. So they're looking at it as, shoot, she's good, he's good. They're in the best relationship from what they told me. And the whole time, you behind closed doors, fighting for your life, getting treated like shit, getting cheated on, getting abused mentally, physically, emotionally, and everything else. And you know these for a fact, but yet you are still portraying them to be who you know that they are not. And it's like, why do it have to be like that? Why do we feel like we don't have a choice? Why do a lot of us feel like we have to be with somebody to, even if they are like somebody who mishandles us, even if it's somebody who do whatever they want, that don't respect us, why do we feel like we have to like keep that a secret? Why do we feel like we have to deal with that? Why do we just to say we have somebody? You know, like, and like I said, and these aren't just questions for y'all, but these are questions that have come up to me, that I have answered, on my own. And it's like, it don't have to be like that. It don't matter if this is somebody you have been with for 10 years, 5 years, 2 days, 3 weeks. It don't matter if this is somebody you got all your kids by. It don't matter if this is your high school sweetheart. If somebody is not treating you right, or you know that you are with a monster, it don't matter how they portray themselves to be publicly. Behind closed doors, the ones who be behind closed doors with people really know who they are. And that's what people need to understand. That's something other people need to understand. The outsiders could never know what the insiders know of somebody. So it don't never matter what somebody is portraying, how somebody is portraying themselves to be publicly. The people within those four walls, the people who is inside the home, the people who is actually dealing with these people on an everyday basis, you know if you are dealing with a monster or if you're not. And I'm somebody who have dealt with monsters, and I'm someone who have honestly, in so many ways, protected monsters. And it just came to me today. Why do we protect monsters? I'm single right now. I've been single for a while, but I still have to give y'all these examples because it's something we never really asked. We will fight, we will argue and we will bicker and we will go back and forth with another woman over and for a man that treat us like shit. Why not let, have her, because you be damn near selling your soul protecting a monster. You will feel more free admitting to how this person treated you or what really was going on. The more you hold on to that, the more you make yourself delusional. The more you make yourself suffer by acting like everything is okay when you know it's not. You don't deserve for your kids to be in a toxic home. You don't even deserve to be arguing with somebody. You're not cheating. You don't deserve to be getting accused of cheating. So much stuff. You see the person. You're in the situation, And I feel like we should normalize being able to tell the truth. You hurting. Just say that. You don't want to be with this person. Don't be with them. Don't sit there and just be like, oh, everything is fine. And when you get off the phone, you might be about to argue or fight this dude when you get off the phone. Like, it's just sad because I've noticed that I've literally been in situations where it was like a time where I could have been honest. And before my recent breakup, I've been honest. I haven't sugarcoated my last relationship because I got out of that. But it was times where I was dressing them up in sugar and spice and everything nice and making everything seem so, so beautiful, when behind closed doors I was really, going through the most and whatnot. But yeah, and another thing I wanted to touch base on is the more you, we, me, whoever, the more we portray them to be like these light beings full of love, the more we portray them to be this to, our family, our friends, or whoever, the more we enable their behavior towards us. The more we basically let them see, like, it's okay, it don't matter how you treat me. It don't matter how you treat me. I'm still gonna I'm still gonna make sure the world see you a different way. And it's like, so we would rather protect a monster than protect ourselves. That's basically what that is. That's basically what that is. I'm trying to see if it's anything else. But yeah, I feel like just normalize, like, just understand, like, my bad, the video cut because I got a call. But yeah, so it's like we'd rather protect the monster than to protect ourselves from the monster. You know, thinking back now, it's like, wow. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to say was, this is another question that comes up. No, I'm gonna put that at the end. Okay. Why can't we just normalize being able to speak up for ourselves? Why can't we normalize putting ourselves first? Why do we feel like we have to be in a toxic relationship to feel loved when we know we hurting? Do you really believe that love is you hurting? Do you really believe that love is you chasing someone who's running from you? Do you really believe that love is allowing someone to come in your comfort zone and mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually abuse you? Why do you feel like you have to endure all of that and then defend this monster just to be able to say you have a man, or to say you have a woman, or just to say you have somebody? Because this is not just spoken for relationships. You know, sometimes we have friends who are monsters. Sometimes we defend the monsters. We defend the ones we know we got no business defending or even dealing with in general. You know? And so it's like, let's normalize speaking up. Let's normalize choosing ourselves. Let's normalize, things, it ain't going right. He was disrespecting me, so I left him. He was lying to me, so I left him. Like, he didn't treat me how I wanted to be treated, so she got left. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like you will find your power and you find your peace and when you learn to not lower your standards or to have more boundaries, you know? Yeah, because you really be hurting yourself. You really be forced. You force the same mask that they wear, you force on your face. The minute you sit there and try to take up for them, the minute you sit there and try to defend them, and instead of just be real, you know, like they got their story or their perspective and you have yours. And it's okay to tell your perspective. And it's okay for them to tell their perspective too. You know what I'm saying? But don't hesitate. We need to, like, stop saving the monsters. Like, speak up for yourself. Like, because at some point you're going to become a monster. And that's the question I have. Are they a monster for being the monster that they are? Or are we the monsters for pretending, defending, and protecting them? Like, that's a good question. Who's the real monster? Because they're being who they are. And with you knowing who they are and knowing that they act as if they're not a monster, and you knowing you not a monster and you don't want to affiliate with that, but you're going to defend and you're going to pretend and you're going to, who's the real monster? Okay, so this video is kind of long. I wrote a specific quote. I wrote a specific quote for this video, and this is what I have. Well, it's a quote, but it's a question too. How meaningful is it to have someone that treats you like no one? Sit with that. And I'm going to repeat it. I'm going to let it sink in. How meaningful is it to have someone that treats you like no one? Breathe that in. And don't just hear the question. Don't just feel the question. Answer it. Answer it for yourself. And normalize just speaking up for yourself. Tell your story. Tell your perspective. And still leave space for others to tell theirs. Because everybody has their own story and their own perspective. But don't pretend it is what it ain't. Don't drive yourself crazy like that, y'all. I love y'all so very much. And God loves y'all so much more. I hope y'all have a beautiful morning, day, evening, whenever y'all watching this video. God bless. I'll see y'all in the next.